Hello, air signs. Happy Sunday. Welcome to your daily focus tarot. So, we have the High Priest and the Eight of Wands. Now, the Eight of Wands, air travel, but also balance and productivity. This can be about throwing caution to the wind. Okay, it can be about throwing caution to the wind, too. Wands are talking about who you are at your core, who you are as a person, who you are as a spirit. So now the High Priest, this is the Hierophant on other decks. This is talking about, you see the cup and the sword here? He's got living things and he's got the solid ground, right? So he's got the ability to tap into his spirituality, but also to tap into and clarify his thoughts. And he's got a balance between his spirituality, between his unconscious and his conscious self, his thoughts. Traditionally, this talks about seeking guidance from like traditional religion and religious authorities or educational authorities, even government authorities sometimes. It talks about esoteric knowledge. Yeah, esoteric knowledge. So from religious doctrines, it's the search for inner meaning in your life and trying to gain that balance between, I don't want to say science and religion, but between your thinking and your religious beliefs, like trying to get that clarity, to get that creativity and that growth with the sun shining down on his head. And the clarifiers for these two cards that came out were the Moon, the Fairy Light, and the Two of Cups. So the Fairy Light, this is also a 2 because, well, it's 14, which is a 6, which can be divided by a 2. This is talking about being between two worlds and alchemizing and making those two worlds sort of come together in a way that's beneficial to you. Like you're holding space in the doorway, on the path, and not really, you've got one foot in each part of your life, in each world, and you're able to maintain that for your own benefit. And I don't know if you noticed, it's got the 6-pointed star, which is actually a triangle down and a triangle up, right? So it's two triangles, one facing up, one facing down. So being like two different people in two places and two worlds, and making that come together, helping that come together and become one. And the Two of Cups, this is also talking about duality. This is talking about trying to blend the physical and the spiritual and heal that, and trying to come out of the darkness. You're trying to seek this guidance for your health. You're trying to come out of the darkness and have this unification. And the moon here, the moon, you see there's also 2, because here's a dog and here's a wolf. This is the traditional of the moon. And you see the crab kind of carved in the stone coming out of the water, because this is a card of Cancer. But and Cancer has quite a bit of duality too in it, but the same thing, because the dog comes from the wolf. The wolf is the original of the species, right? And the dog is like the child or the grandchild of the wolf, possibly even the cousin. So this is also talking about duality and finding your path while balancing that duality, having that illumination from your unconscious to help you balance. You're really trying to find balance, trying to find unity between something, and you're seeking out guidance to do it. Although maybe the guidance that you're seeking out isn't maybe it's not your traditional religious beliefs. It's different religious beliefs. It's somewhere you would never think to look for help, and you're finding that help. Sorry for that table movement. At the bottom of the deck you have the Ace of Swords, which is all about a breakthrough. It's a small breakthrough that leads to major changes. It leads to, you see that rippling outward effect. It's a big change, but initially it starts out small. And this card talks about a breakthrough in thinking, a breakthrough in mental, emotional, spiritual thinking, because we can't separate them all. We really can't. You can't separate how you think from your emotions, because they affect each other back and forth, right? How you think affects your emotions, and your emotions affect how you think. If you've ever gone through anxiety or depression, this becomes very prominent in your life, and you'll understand what I'm saying. But you also can't separate those from spirituality. And then we have Ten of Swords, which is an ending and a new beginning. And the wand is broken here. The spirituality is broken here. So this can be a change in, like an update in spiritual beliefs. Or this can be like a change in terms of figuring out who you are as a person. Like you're holding on to a part of yourself that you no longer need to hold on to, or you're holding on to beliefs that no longer serve you. Beliefs that you think are outdated. Outdated beliefs? Yeah, you think they're outdated and you've been holding on to them, but it's time to let go and rise up again. It's time to maybe end this being between worlds and step into one world in general. But you're going to have a breakthrough. The breakthrough is what to focus on. The breakthrough, maybe seeking guidance and throwing caution to the wind and who you seek guidance from. But really focusing on the breakthrough. Focusing on getting that clarity, getting that message, getting that spiritual message, that mental and emotional message that helps you move on, that helps you have this ending and new beginning with the 10 here. You don't need to lay down pretending to be dead or lay down being dead. You can get up and walk away, and this breakthrough is going to help you get up and walk away. Have a great Sunday. I'll see you tomorrow.